Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of The Mandalorian, Chapter 7, The Reckoning. Season 1, Chapter 7, I guess. Overall, I think it's a good episode. To be honest with you, I've liked this entire series. I think it's been a great series. I've liked every single episode. But at no point have I been shocked or twisted or surprised or anything like that. It's gone pretty textbook style. But I'm still really enjoying it. So this episode makes a lot of sense, and it kind of is the logical build-up where the Mandalorian is going back to Carl Weathers' character, who has asked him for help now, and he grabs some of the characters that he's had on past adventures, which a lot of these episodes, if they felt kind of like, what's the point in this? That would be why, is they're introducing these new characters. Which I'm actually surprised he didn't get, the engineer woman that kind of fixed up his ship with the droids and stuff. But we see the shock trooper, we see Queel, I don't even know what his species is, I'm sorry. Nick Nolte's character, the I Have Spoken guy, who has reprogrammed IG-88, which is kind of interesting. And he gets some of these characters to we all have to go back and we can basically kill the previous client and then the child will now be safe. So it's kind of interesting to watch some of the scenes where as the shock trooper and the Mandalorian are arm wrestling and Baby Yoda basically starts force choking her because he's like, what are you doing to my dad? And so stuff like that's kind of interesting. The scene in the forest, or it's not the forest, the scene in the desert where these bird/dragon bat creatures, aliens, whatever, start attacking and stealing Queel's I don't know, horse creature like things. It's Star Wars, it's whatever alien, and they actually hurt Carl Weathers and they just start attacking because it's in the middle of the night. And we actually see Baby Yoda go over to Carl Weathers, which is funny because he's trying to eat me. And it's is he? And he actually uses the Force to heal his character, which is something we've never seen in Star Wars before. Which, Star Wars is always changing and adapting and adding and subtracting and all that other arithmetic. But he actually kind of uses the Force to heal Carl Weathers' wound. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's weird, I'm not quite digging it 100% because, again, that's something we've never seen before, is the Force healing people. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. Of course, he admits that he was actually going to double-cross them. Nobody is surprised by that. And then finally, when we get to the end where the client is killed, the Mandalorian does get that final shot, and then a new character is introduced, and it's kind of interesting because he just pops up. And then the ending, a lot of people were surprised by the ending. To be honest, I'm not. I think I kind of saw it coming, where Queel is shot. Is he dead? I don't know. It's a little early to tell. But then the stormtroopers do pick up the Baby Yoda. So now a lot of stuff's going on, and it's a big cliffhanger. I'm kind of curious to see where it goes, because we do only have one episode left. There's been no talk that I've heard of season 2. At this point, I think it's so popular, people are presuming it will have a season 2. But, who knows? It could just be this anthology series where it'll be a totally separate story. Overall, I'm still really enjoying it. I'm still really liking it. I'm curious to see what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time for the finale of Chapter 8.